started 2015 as the principal of the school, and a lot of work had to be done. And I thought to myself, oh, and sometimes you don't want to get away from the school. And I thought, let's take the dive, and I joined one of those sessions at Oudemolin. And at those sessions, I got to meet some of the partners. And then we were invited to a session again, and I put my name down and said, okay, I'm interested in joining PFP. And that was a decision I was so glad I made. So then that's how it happened. And then later Paul had a meeting with me, and I got to meet my partner, who is Yolanda, and she works for Metropolitan. And then we started our meetings, and then of course we got to get to know the COPE. We were COPE 21, and then of course the relationship started, and we started talking about expectations, and then we did our contract, and we and that's how we started. It felt authentic, it felt real. It didn't feel as if, and it still was new. I didn't know it was that big then to what I see now, after being part of it over a year and still part of it, even though I graduated. I had no clue that it was this big, and it would open up so many doors for me personally and for my school. I was totally bought over, and I think I'm going to start diving into this, and I'm going to give it my all. And I like authentic, and I don't like fly-by-night stuff. And I said, I can do with this. I'm a new principal. I need support. There's nothing that I'm going to be able to do if I'm going to wait for the department to do something for me. I need to do it myself. And that's where the light bulb moment switched on, and I said, I need to have someone that's going to partner with me in this way. Anyone, you can walk to any staff member and ask them, is your principal absent? They will say no. Is your principal at school every day? Yes. Is your principal present? Because that's important. You can be here, but you cannot be here. Does your principal walk around every morning and greet every class? Yes, she does. Does she connect? Does she know everything and the names of most of the children? Yes, she does. Does she know what's happening in their lives? Yes, she does. So that is the importance of how we are creating a school where we are in touch with our children, and this is a home away from home. So, and that's so important, and Yolanda saw that, and she said, this is the kind of magic I want. And then we started talking, and then the relationship started building, because we had to build a relationship before we could actually talk about how we're going to roll out this program. We prioritized areas that we thought that needed to be dealt with immediately. So we looked at infrastructure, we looked at what we could do there. We looked at learners, and because my heart is children and my children, because they are mine, we spoke about the need to grow and to impart knowledge and work a project around there. We also looked at staff. We looked at our development as an SMT, what are we going to do about that? And then those are the areas we prioritized. And then, of course, we put things in place as to when and what. The first project that we worked on came from the Metropolitan CSI initiative, where it's called Kickstars. It is an initiative based on financial literacy. And it gives our children an opportunity to be taught 9 hours of financial literacy, entrepreneurship, how to budget, tax, how to work that out. So Metropolitan, that's the CSI, they've rolled it out for about 3 years. And we started that in 2017. Because the parents come in, they're involved, they also get financial literacy, budgeting, and they're part of the process also. So we get all the parents of all the grade 11s involved, all the teachers are educated. It becomes a community project. Personal development, as a leader of a school, I believe that your role is to ensure that things are running at your school. But most importantly is that it cannot run if you don't see to your human resource. And my human resource, and I've spoken a lot about the children, are my educators. So how did this year of continuous development assist me to become a better principal? Is that I'm a better listener. I don't assume. I listen to people. I don't react. It is important that I need to be so emotionally in control of my feelings around everything. Also consulting. I don't do things without consulting. It is so important that we consult and let people know about things, and also give them opportunity to share their feelings and also their growth in a sense. We sometimes, there are people on your staff that says nothing. But with this project and with being part of the growth in this, I've had one-on-ones with people. It's very different. You didn't say anything, but where are you at the moment? Your contribution is important, because that's where Flores Consulting is all about. The fact that you are given a moment, an opportunity to share how you feel, what you feel at that moment. So a lot of that has been a lot of moments where through the workshop that I attended, and also given the opportunity to learn from other principals, and that was powerful. We could say, this is our problem, this is our personal problem, we need help here. And then we get the answers from the group. We'll get assistance from the principals there, the partners there. So that strengthened me. It made me better at me. So that I would walk out here confident in what I was presenting, and also the type of leader that I think that they see. They see a strong woman. They see a woman that has time for them. I've grown so much when it comes to that. My relationships with people it has become very important. I treasure moments where I can sit down and have a chat with a staff member. I don't speak, I listen. I'm not hasty. I step back because I think that has worked for me. You will never see me flipping or going at anyone, because I know that what I've learned I must practice and preach, and what I expect this role model needs to be able to be a catalyst in a better relationship among staff members. And if there's a better relationship with staff members and they know what the expectations, you will continue to see, and that will flow into the school and will flow into the children, because they will see that. So in the morning, we have chit-chat about our children. So we would have, if you are a grade 12 teacher of a registered class, I'll say to you, Mrs. Pillay, how are your children doing? Is there anything that you don't know about them? So we listen, and we listen to each other, and I give them opportunity to talk about it. So it's also time to think moment. Parents, when they walk in, building this community, it's about engaging with it. Every teacher has a WhatsApp chat group with all the parents on it. And if a child's absent, you communicate immediately. If there's something happened, you communicate it. It's benefiting 90% of your educators that you are accessible, and that's important. If you get a parent that's abusive, you block the parent. But I think that's kind of conversations that we had, so that so we are better at what we're doing. The year and a half of moments of knowledge and sharing has strengthened me to be better at my job. And I'm thankful to that. So the stuff I used to do. Now I'm better at what I do. And I saw that all the time. And everything that comes to, it's partners of possibilities. Everything that comes to, it's true partners of possibilities. So that conversation doesn't end here, but it goes home, and the community knows about it. So that's so important, that they see the role that this project and this initiative has impacted this principal.